We're in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and today we're exploring all over Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland for the best food.
Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland is our hometown and it is jam-packed full of delicious food. We can't wait to share some of our favourite spots with you.
We are taking you on a round-the-world food tour in Aotearoa, New Zealand's biggest city. Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland is one of the most diverse cities in the world, with a food scene to match. Over the next few weeks, we'll be exploring Auckland's phenomenal food culture, showcasing the range of cuisines that can be experienced here. In this video, we take you into the kitchen of a family-run restaurant serving up the city's best udon. We share spicy, chili-heaped szechuan dumplings and chow down on a banh mi, the taste of which transports you to the streets of Vietnam. We're hunting down Auckland's best eats. Hit subscribe and get ready for some mouth-watering food.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat.
We're kicking off this Auckland video in one of my favourite parts of the city. We're on Dominion Road, and Dominion Road is known for great eating. There's a plethora of Asian restaurants here, and it's where you can come to get cheap and cheerful eats. We used to live in this area. Actually, I'm on the street that we used to live down, and so we know this area really well. And we're about to take you to one of our favourite restaurants in Auckland. They serve udon, so Japanese wheat flour noodles, and these guys do the best udon in the city. Let's go and get some. Konnichiwa! Sashimi with the sake udon. Sesame sauce, please.
We've ordered 2 dishes, one hot, one cold, and I've been allowed to pop into the kitchen for a bit of a look at all the action and the udon getting cooked up, the tempura getting deep fried. It is absolutely spectacular in here. This place does beautiful food. It's stunning to eat, but it's also stunning to look at. So it's really neat getting to watch it being cooked and plated up by the expert chefs. This is brilliant.
Thomas talked about what a joy it is to eat at Udon Works because it's not only a feast for the tummy, but it's a feast for the eyes. And the dishes that have landed on our table are truly a feast for the eyes. They are so beautiful. So let me talk you through what we've got. This here is the most impressive of the lot, I reckon. This is the sashimi boat. So I've got a range of different seafood on here: prawns, tuna, kingfish, salmon, and it comes with cold udon. So I've got the udon on the bottom, there's some spring onions, there's some crispy tempura bits, and then also these translucent shavings on the top are bonito flakes. I've got a sesame sauce in this little jug to pour all over the udon, and I've even got a little sesame seed grinder to finish my udon off. Thomas has gone for a hot udon. So Udon Works serve both hot and cold udon. He's gone for the sukiyaki beef udon. So he's got this hot pot that's stuffed full of a rich stock. The udon's in there. I can see bean sprouts, spring onions. He's got an egg, some tofu, and then he's got wafer thin slices of beef, which he's going to dip into that boiling hot stock. And he's also got an inari sushi there, which is sushi rice stuffed into a bean curd sheet pouch topped with all sorts of goodies.
I've got this bubbling cauldron of hot sukiyaki udon in front of me, so it's on a little burner, so it's just bubbling away in this cast iron cauldron. It's really neat. And we've got this thin beef. Look at those strips of beef, super thin. So we'll just dunk it a little bit so it just cooks. Look at that. So this broth is made up of bonito, kelp and sardine, so it's full of flavour, it's full of a beautiful smell. Let's get some of that beef, some of that udon, and there's an egg in here, so I'll pop the egg so the yolk goes all through the soup. Oh yes. Oh, there's so much good stuff going on there. That broth saltiness, a freshness to it. The udon, nice and bouncy, perfectly cooked. I love watching it cooked in the kitchen as well, with that big sort of stocking of udon that he pulled out of the massive pot, and then straight into cold water. So they were being rinsed straight away in cold water to stop them cooking and to wash all the starch off, and they're super clean, super well cooked. They are delicious. And this broth, this beef, I'm gonna get another tiny bit of beef. All that egg in there is so good. Well, hot. Freshness from spring onions, there's some sprouts underneath. The egg is very creamy, so a runny yolk. Beef is super tender. Wow, that is so good.
Let's get this sesame sauce all over this udon. Look at that. Wow. Whoa. It smells really good. The scent, the fragrance of that sesame sauce is beautiful. So mix up all of those delicious looking ingredients. And this cold udon is perfect for this weather because it's summer in New Zealand right now, so I'm down with the cold noodles. Oh, they're a bit slippery, these slippery little suckers. Oh, that is good. The udon here is very special. It has a great bounce in the noodle, and these guys get their udon made especially for the restaurant. Man, they are special. They really stand out as great noodles. They're full of texture. And that sesame sauce that is coating the noodles is rich, it's creamy, it's it's seasoned very well. And I love how there's a bit of crunchiness from the tempura bits, the spring onion is really fresh. But it's time to get into this sashimi boat. So I've got all sorts on here. I've got, let me see if I can give you a better view of this stunning looking thing. So I've got tuna here. Next to it is salmon. I've got a red prawn, some squid hiding under there, some kingfish, a scallop in that scallop shell, some small salmon, and then right at the tip of the boat is unagi or eel. Now, I'm going to chuck some of this wasabi onto the slices of salmon here, and then dip it into my soy sauce. Oh, that is fresh as. It is beautiful. It's really clean, creamy. Oh, that's stunning. Now, the next piece of sashimi, which is really intriguing me, is this prawn, and I love raw prawns. So let's dip that into the soy. Grab a little bit of wasabi on there. Oh, insane. I think I love raw prawns more than cooked prawns, in fact. They have a really creamy texture. Stunning, it's fresh, it's not fishy, it's just clean, creamy, rich. Oh man, this is one heck of a way to start this video.
Something we love about Auckland is the massive amount of diversity. So now we're going for some Chinese food, and this is Szechuan food, incredibly spicy. This is all about the chilies, all about the burn. But I just love the diversity in Auckland. Malaysian restaurant, Japanese restaurant, Chinese restaurant, pub, so much to choose from, but it's all about burning chilies and Szechuan food now.
We're sharing this restaurant with you because they serve up our favourite bowl of Szechuan dumplings in the city, and we've both put our orders in and we are waiting for these bad boys. These things are knock your socks sauce on. Yes, they look so good, thank you. Oh my goodness, look at these dumplings, coated in chili. So Szechuan cuisine is characterized by really bold, punchy around the face flavors and spice, so in the form of chili and also Szechuan pepper. And these dumplings are just covered in chili. So we love these dumplings because they are full of flavor. And let me just show you a stunning, thin, slippery skin. So they're sitting in a sauce which has got chili oil, it's got sweet soy, it's got a little bit of black vinegar, and you can really smell that sauce. Just like from up here, I can smell it wafting up. Now I'm going to give these dumplings a real mix up so that they're coated in that sauce. All right, this is loaded with chili. They are sensational. When I put it in my mouth and held like a ton of chili flakes and it hit and it hit me in the back. It hit me in the back of the throat. Oh man, so satisfying. The dumpling skin, I've got tears running out of my eyes. Oh, it's such a great experience, such a great eating experience. So the dumpling skin is really silky and tender. And then, man, they're fiery, they're really fiery. But what's also really banging is, let me show you, the filling. So we ordered pork and chives, and you can just see in there all of those chives. So the pork is perfectly seasoned and stuffed full of chives, which just burst with sweetness in your mouth. Man, this is good.
I am having the best time with these. Got a chili drenched one. Oh, that chili is awesome. And that sauce, so you've got to get right down there, get into that sauce and coat them with the chilies and all the black vinegar, because then you get sour and you get spice. And then the dumpling itself so delicate, and it's got the greens inside of the chives. It's so perfectly put together. Oh, and that spice level is amazing. Coated in chilies, and man, it tastes good.
We're heading to our next spot for some Vietnamese street food. We're going to be eating a banh mi, or a Vietnamese roll or sandwich. And the last time we ate a banh mi was in Ho Chi Minh City, so I am itching to get my hands on this one. We've heard that this little food truck is the best place in Auckland to grab a banh mi. So here we are, and I've just ordered a traditional banh mi thit, which is the roll stuffed full of cold cuts, so pork cold cuts, and a ton of pickled vegetables and coriander and fresh ingredients. I can't wait to get into it. I'm holding my banh mi thit in my hot little hands, and I can't wait to get into this Vietnamese roll. So the last time we ate a banh mi was in Ho Chi Minh City about a year ago when we were filming there. And banh mi are a really popular Vietnamese street food. You can find them all around town, and they are the perfect meal. It's one of the best sandwiches in the world, in my opinion. Actually, I'm gonna get a bit more comfortable. All right, so we're in the sun, I'm holding a banh mi. Life is good. Essentially, it's a crispy baguette, mini baguette, It's really soft and crusty, and it's stuffed full of ingredients. So we've got the traditional banh mi thit, which is made up of cold cuts. So she smeared pate and mayo on the roll, stuffed it full of pork cold cuts, and then it's got a ton of vegetables inside. So I can see pickled carrot, there's a slice of cucumber, there's spring onion, there's coriander, and the bread roll feels really soft and pillowy. Wow, that bread is heavenly. It's so easy to eat. It's soft, but it's crusty. And the tradition of great bread comes from the French having occupied Vietnam. They were there until 1954, and they left this tradition of epic bread. So that's why we've got this Vietnamese roll stuffed into like a mini baguette. And man, that baguette is sensational. I got a great hit of the pate and mayo in that first bite, and then what I thought was just like cold cuts. There is a slice of pork roll in there, but there's also like a really thin slice of roasted barbecue pork. Got all over my face. Holy moly, that is good. Creamy sweet mayo, the freshness from the cucumber, the pickled carrot has a little bit of tanginess, and then those cold cuts full of flavour. Man, that is a good sandwich. I'm 2 bites into my banh mi, and I just had a terrible thought. I thought, I don't think I even paid for the banh mi, so I'm heading back across to the food truck to find out if I actually paid for my sandwich. Did I forget to pay you?
Really?
I think I forgot to pay you. I was too excited about the banh mi. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. I was eating it and I was like, oh, I think I forgot to pay.